I know I have love. I can make it for once in my life. I have someone who needs me.
No one else in popular music has recorded for as long and at such a high level of excellence as the legendary singer, artist, and performer Tony Bennett. For more than 7 decades, the 19 Grammy Award winner has sold millions of records around the world, with 10 million records in the last 10 years alone. He has had 24 songs in the top 40, including I Want to Be Around, The Good Life, Who Can I Turn To, and his signature song, I Left My Heart in San Francisco.
I left my heart in San Francisco.
But he began his artistic achievement as a young boy here in New York, in the Astoria section of Queens, New York, where he was born some 90 years ago. Now, he and his wife, Susan Benedetto, a former dedicated teacher and champion of public schools, are making dreams come true for thousands of New York City public high school students. They started the Exploring the Arts, or ETA organization, back in 1999 to help transform the lives of young people through arts education. It began with their dream to create the Frank Sinatra School of the Arts, a public high school in Tony's hometown of Astoria, Queens. And now the ETA program serves 33 public high schools, 27 of them here in New York and 6 in LA. I recently caught up with both of them at the Paley Center for Media, which is celebrating Tony's 90 years of artistry with an exhibition of his original artwork. And I began by asking why he has been so passionate about supporting the arts in the public schools.
I think the American public should be encouraged to be as creative as possible. We should all create. And the more we create individually, the more it'll go out into the world. And we'll get great respect from the rest of the world for saying good things about being alive.
Susan, you were a teacher for many years.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you saw where, as budgets got tighter, one of the first things that went away were the arts.
Yeah, the arts and sports.
Yeah.
The 2 reasons why kids come to school.
Right, to keep them in school.
Yeah.
And things. Why was it so important then for you and Tony? And let's focus first on the Frank Sinatra School of the Arts. Why was it so important to create that? And what were you hoping to get from it?
Well, as you say, I was a teacher at an arts school, arts high school. Tony, when he was in public school, there were good arts programs. So we each in our own way saw firsthand the difference that the arts make in a child's life. And when you teach the arts, the kids want to come to school. And they tend to do better across all their disciplines. They are able to discover who they are at a critical time. As a teen, you're trying to figure out, where do I fit in the world? And they discover their creativity, and they discover the creativity of others, and celebrate that. And the great thing about public education is it brings people together from all walks of life. So your fellow artist, your classmate, might be from a totally different background than you, but you come together over this shared experience of creating or simply experiencing art. And you look beyond those differences, and you're no longer afraid of those differences. You really celebrate and realize that my perspective is as valuable as your perspective. And that, I think, is what brings the world together, brings people together, is that shared experience in the arts. I mean, and Tony had all these wonderful experiences as a youngster where he was able to realize his dreams, and we see that taken away, like you say, with budget cuts.
Tony, let me ask you about that, because you as a teenager went to the High School for Industrial Arts.
Right.
Right. How did that help to shape you? How did that help to push you in the direction that you eventually traveled in?
It meant everything. In junior school and in high school, they all said, you have to do a lot of work. And the new school said, go into Central Park, I couldn't believe it. They said, paint nature.
Yeah, wander into the park and do some painting.
Yeah, paint nature. Just study nature.
And this was your experience in high school.
And here I am, 90 years old, and I'm still studying nature.
Still wandering into the park to study. Here's my question, Tony, for you. It's not the Tony Bennett School of the Arts. It's the Frank Sinatra School of the Arts. Why did you choose to put Frank's name on that school?
That's how much I respected him, because he really was the first one as a solo artist to make popular music very, very famous. And I was inspired by him, being 15 years older than me, and he was my inspiration. And he is to this day. He was a magnificent artist that always depended on quality music.
And I saw at one point in time where Frank Sinatra said, you know who the best singer is out there right now? Tony Bennett.
But what did he know?
I think he knew a lot to pick you as
But
that.
you know, if I may, one of our most successful programs that we have with our nonprofit, Exploring the Arts, is our Tony Bennett Apprenticeship Program. And in a way, right, Sinatra was one of your mentors when you started out.
So in a
right?
way,
and so now
he
we've
got
just,
to apprentice
yeah,
to some extent.
you know,
Frank
to a
Sinatra.
degree. It wasn't, you know, a true apprenticeship,
Right.
but he helped you out a lot when you were first starting out.
And he was so inspiring to me, right? I couldn't believe
He
it.
was so generous to you. You talked about your nonprofit, talked about exploring the arts. Tell me a little bit about how that works. Now, there are about 33 now partner schools that you have
Between New York and Los Angeles. Exactly.
How does it work when Exploring the Arts gets involved with one of these partner schools?
We were welcomed in both New York and Los Angeles because both cities value the arts so much and public education. In a way, it's rather easy. You know, we don't have to go through any bureaucracy. We reach out to schools and they send us proposals. We work in schools for a total of 4 years, and then they move on to being, you know, sort of our graduates, so to speak, our legacy schools. But the Sinatra School we always support. But they present their goals, and we work with them on an annual basis to make sure that they are working to achieve high-quality, sustainable arts programs. If they have a certified arts teacher, they have to have at least one, because how can they sustain a program? But if they have that, we will come in with the funding and the guidance and the opportunities to help them structure these programs so they can, you know, carry on.
What kind of reaction have the two of you gotten to all that you've done for education in public schools? What kind of satisfaction has that provided for the two of you?
It's tremendously satisfying to know you're doing something great for young people, of course. But I also see it personally for me as I love it as part of Tony's legacy, because he really wants to give back the way people helped him when he started out. So that's tremendously gratifying. And just one quick story, you probably remember it. Our first graduating class of the Sinatra School, among people like Tony and Harry Belafonte, Jerry Seinfeld, we had all sorts of people there. It was great. We had the late Governor Mario Cuomo. And I've never forgotten this, because it really, talk about inspirational and motivating you to keep going, especially in this day and age. He was talking to the kids, and he ended his speech by saying that a nation gets its soul from the arts, not its military or its economy. It gets its soul from the arts, and therefore brings hope to the world. So he challenged the graduates to go out and give hope to the world. And I thought to myself, what could be better than helping these young people to have that opportunity than to go out and give hope to the world? So it might sound corny, but it touched me, it touched those graduates, that is what we are helping these kids do, to go out and give the world hope. Nothing could be better than that, or more important, especially in this day and age. So, you know, we go to sleep on that every night.
Well, it's been a fascinating journey, of course, and we are also thrilled that in some way we've been able to accompany you on this journey.
Thank you very much.
true.
It's been a pleasure talking with both of you. Both be well.
Thank you, Jack.